Hello everyone, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to show you how to forge a copper bowl with a wooden stump. Thanks for watching. Okie doke, ladies and gents, here we are at the handy dandy workshop table again. So, the first trick in taking and laying out a copper bowl to take and work in a copper stump, not a copper stump, a wood stump, excuse me for that. The first step in doing this is you want to be able to take and start a circular pattern as you hammer all the way out to the edge and then be able to come back to the center. This way you move the material in an even and controlled manner. The same would be applied if you were working a steel bowl in the same wooden stump. We're not working a steel bowl. This is another customer's job. We'll set that out of the way. We're going to focus on this. So the way that I like to do it whenever I've got a new interesting shape that I'm trying to accomplish is I like to make rings. I make the rings the width of the peen that I'm using to actually sink the bowl. So this is about the width of my mallet that I use. I set it in the same center mark that I did to scribe out the outside diameter of the bowl. This way I know it's truly in the center. And I go just round like so. Then I go out that same distance again, or what looks to be about so, and I scribe me yet another mark, if you can keep it in the center. Trying to work around the camera here. Okay, so what that does is that gives you a bullseye, and you can work these in progressive steps all the way out to the edge, and then work the edge back in progressive steps all the way to the center. This will help ensure you to know where your hammer blows are being placed, kind of like giving you guardrails to shoot for. It'll ensure where your hammer blows are being placed and that you're getting a nice even spread and sinking of the material in the wooden stump. Consequently, this is the same thing that you would do if you were raising a bowl on a stake. You would make concentric circles to time where you put your peen marks in and how many of them and whatnot. So we'll go over to the wood block now. I'll actually anneal this piece of material and I'll be right back with you over at the stump and we will begin. Okay everyone, here we are at the swage block. So this is just a piece of red oak that I have hollowed a depression in the side. If you want to watch the video, I'll put a link in the description on a swage block, making a wooden stump swage block. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below, and I'll also put it at the end screens at the end of this video. Anyways, so we're going to use this little wooden stump swage block. We've got our lines scribed and our piece annealed. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the center. Right now, it would be a good idea to turn your volume down a little bit and wait until I give you the thumbs up, because this is going to have a little louder popping noise to it. So you may want to do that now. Okay, so what I've done there is I've essentially focused all my hammer work right in the center circle. From here on out, I'll move out and work around the outer circle until I get this filled with hammer blows, and so on and so forth until I get the shape that I'm going after. So I'm going to do a little time lapse now to take and go over that, and then I'll be right back with you. But 1 second before I go. And that way, the time lapse will be silent, so you won't have to worry about turning down your sound there. One thing before I go, we're going to start with the really aggressive peen of this mallet, and then we're going to move on to the softer or less aggressive peen to finish it off. If you start hearing a bell-like sound or a bell-like noise, your copper has work hardened. That's how copper works. You heat it up and then quench it, or just heat it up and let it cool naturally, and that anneals the copper. So once the copper has been annealed, it should have a dead or a kind of a soft tone to it, and as it gets harder, progressively harder, it makes more and more like a bell sound. You'll hear a higher pitch ring to it as you hit it. That's how you know that you're getting to the point where the copper is getting stressed and you need to anneal it again. So we'll go into this time lapse and I'll work out these progressive rings and I'll be right back with you. Okay, folks, so I got this bowl raised up pretty good here in just one pass, going around with a smaller hammer to stretch the material out quicker. As you can see from that time lapse, my block here was sliding all the way around on top of my other sledge block. It is very advisable to make a stand or create a stand for one of these if you're going to be doing this a lot, as it reduces the frustration. Don't ask me why I haven't done it in the 9 years I've been forging. Don't know why. Don't know why at all. So maybe because I've only had this one for 6. So I'm still new to it, I guess. Anyways, just something to keep in mind. It's good to have this good and firmly secured. You'll stop chasing your work as much as what I was doing there in that photo, in that last little slide there. So I'll get this annealed again. It's well hard. I don't know if you can hear that high-pitched glass kind of noise there. That's when you know copper is done gotten hard. So we're going to go ahead, go heat this back up, get it annealed again, and then I'll be back with another time lapse, and you'll see me finish it off with the large face. Okay, everyone. So I got the shape I was looking for. What I look for in my bowls is to have a nice, clean, smooth shape, almost like you're looking at the surface of the world as you turn it around there, without any flat spots, to know that you got the radius in a good shape. Mainly what we were doing with the larger hammer was taking out some of the smaller dinks. We're leaving some of that in. That'll get cleaned up later. It's good to leave a little extra texture in the bowl, especially if you're going to do a lot of high polish work on it, because you're going to lose some of that texture as you take off the scale and things of that nature. And as you polish it up, you'll lose some of that definition. So it's always good to leave a little extra definition in it when you go to polishing. So we're going to take so I'll polish this out and get this sent off to my customer. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up. If you disliked it, give me a thumbs down. Chances are you're not even watching the video currently. But at any rate, leave your comments in the comment section. And as always, God bless you all. Have a great day.